hi guys, what's been happening? So as most of you may or may not have realized, I disappeared off YouTube for a while, not long after I started uploading. This video was going to be me explaining where I've been and also a vlog about me working through the Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook, but when I was writing out what I wanted to tell you guys last night, I realized that this video was going to be a bit more lengthy than I had planned. So I'm filming a vlog at the same time as this. So I'm hoping this will go out. It's currently the 12th of October, Saturday the 12th of October. I'm hoping to have this up by tomorrow afternoon. And then I will hopefully have the vlog up by Friday. But we'll talk about more about that in the rest of the video. If you see me looking down, I wrote a bunch of notes about things I want to share just so I could stay on topic. I know I have 62, I think someone subscribed today, and that makes 63 subscribers. Thank you all that subscribed expecting content from me, and I haven't been producing that content, so I just wanted to explain a little bit why I haven't been doing that. So if you didn't see my last video, which I've actually put as unlisted now, my darling little brother Lane passed away on the 15th of July, suddenly. He was 23, and yeah, he just went to sleep and didn't wake up. Lane is my mum's youngest child. He is 8 years younger than me. My mum has me and my 3 brothers, and that's kind of the core family I grew up with. I have 4 stepbrothers, another sister, and a couple of other step siblings. Mine and Lane's relationship was one of those relationships where we would fight like crazy. We could say the worst things, like the worst things to one another. But our fights were so crazy, like they were so crazy because we were so alike. But like at the same time, he's the only person who can call me an idiot, and then we will sit down and talk each other through why we were being stupid and how we could do better on that. He's probably the only person, or one of the very few people, who would sit down and actively listen to me when I spoke about writing. Like, he would brainstorm or tell me when ideas were stupid or when ideas would sound like other stories. Like, I don't watch like very many movies or stuff like that, but he did, and he would be like, no, this is too much like that, you should change it here. Chats about writing and music and movies and wrestling and everything were just on a completely different level with Lane. I made one of his favourite villains, one of his favourite people, a villain in one of the fan fictions I wrote, and he would pay me out about that all the time. It was hilarious. So in a nutshell, when Lane passed, people would try and console me by saying that, oh, you fought like crazy, but you know he loved you, and he loves you, and you mean the world to him. And I know they meant well. Like, I would just smile and nod, like, because they do mean well. But the thing they don't realize, or they didn't realize, is that yeah, we'd fight like crazy. We'd call each other horrible names, but we'd talk over it, and then like while we were arguing, we could like call each other the worst name in the world, and then we'd also die fighting about who was going to take the bullet for one another. I actually find a lot of comfort in the way that I know Lane knows that our relationship was so strong, and that we would literally die for each other if we had the opportunity. Like, I would happily trade my life for his, and so he could be here. I do wish more people saw the beautiful side of our relationship. I know that my mum did, and I hope some other people did, some other important people to us. I know I'm important to him, and he hopefully definitely knows that how important he was to me. So what has this got to do with Authortube? So to get back on, like, to get to how this affects or has affected my Authortube, I need to backtrack a little. Before June, I was like really wanting to get plans and decisions on actually getting my books published. I decided I wanted to use Authortube as one of the platforms to help grow my Authortube brand. So yeah, I started experimenting with things like, you know, dates that I was going to put videos out, my blogs. I have 2 blogs. One's a personal blog and the other is a book reviewing vlog, link down below obviously. In the middle of June, I got diagnosed with ADHD and got put on medication. The last part of June I spent creating a routine, kind of a schedule that incorporated everything for the first time ever, like my personal life, cleaning, my uni stuff, my writing stuff, like, and, you know, career. This was all going to start on my first day back at uni. You know, build it all around that so everything could get done. So my first day back at uni was the 15th of July. You know, I even had free time, like, scheduled in this thing. I had times to go spend time with family, like, you know, watch your favorite bullet journal or whatever video, and it would be, you know, something that they would lay out type thing. And then it was all starting on the 15th of July. I got 2 hours into this amazing schedule and just forgot to schedule one thing in. You know, you just don't think to schedule one of the most important people in your world to just disappear like that. So yeah, like 2 hours into that day, I got that horrible phone call. There was a lot of uncertainty after he passed, like in between when he passed and his funeral, like a lot of waiting, a lot of, you know, meetings obviously, and just waiting for his body to be released. I some days sat in my mum's lounge room and like thought I was actually, like, I was reading my uni work and thought I was doing great, and like I just wanted to, I had every intention to keep up on things, like everything, like, and just keep working. Like, I get by most days thinking that Lane's in Sydney like he used to do. Like, he'd go down there for a couple of weeks with a friend or my brother or something. But you know, I always get that jolting reminder that that's not actually the case. But tried to film a couple of times. I've tried to participate in Mandy Lynn's 10K writing challenge and the Courtney Project's writing challenge. I attend almost all of Brooke Passmore's write-ins, like Authortube write-ins. But most of the time I just sit there, like, most days I lay in my bed, like, scrolling my phone, and like sometimes rolling over in bed hurts. Like, it just ended up falling apart and just falling away, really. On the writing side of things, it hasn't been the best, obviously. At first I thought the writing things were okay. It's like how I've always coped. It's how I've always but you know, I was writing almost every day, you know, 2-3k a day some days, and then was finishing off a bunch of scenes, and then I realized that when I would finish off these scenes, like, because I'm a pantser, like, nothing new was coming. I would finish off the scenes I already had in my head, and then there was nothing else in that story, so I'd go to a different story, and then I'd finish off the scenes I already had in my head with that story, but like nothing was like kind of regenerating in the place where that other stuff was. That lasted for a couple of weeks, and then there was nothing else to write. Like, I'd finished all the things off, you know, the stories weren't finished. I just wasn't getting the ideas, and this was troubling to me because, you know, through everything in my life, like, writing's always been that one thing that that I cope with, and I've never been one to like believe in writer's block or anything like that, but it's like writing's the one thing I like thought would never go away, and suddenly it just ups and leaves me in that one time where, like, okay, I need it most now, but it's just not there. I did write about 2,000 words the other day, and I'm taking that as a massive plus. Why come back? Why come back to Authortube? Why come back when I can't write? Why? Yeah. There's a few reasons for that. There are 62, now 63 people that subscribe to this channel that expect content, and like, I want to produce that for them. I still want to be an author. I still want to build a brand around being an author. there's never going to be a positive thing that comes out of my brother dying, but if there's one person that might watch this video or other videos and get inspired or get an idea to work through their grief or some hard time that they're going through, I would trade anything in the world to have my brother back. But if someone else is inspired by me getting up and pushing through and just hoping and trying and pushing, and that makes them push, then, well, you know, there's something positive there. I enjoy this. I enjoy creating videos. I enjoy editing them, marketing them. I don't enjoy so much being on the camera, but we learn a lot when we're outside our comfort zones. We achieve a lot when we're outside our comfort zones. So I think I enjoy writing. I want to be an author. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. The Authortube community is so amazing, and I want to be a part of that. Video editing, marketing, these are all things I'm good at. These are all things that I enjoy. And if my brother knew that I was not pursuing these things that I care about and that I love and that I'm good at, because of him, he would be mad at me. He would be so disappointed in me. Like I would much prefer him back, but if he was sitting here right now and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing these things because of you, mate, like he would probably punch me. So where to from here? I have a loose schedule that I'm fine-tuning. I really enjoy like those Sarah Kenna videos where she like talk, and a lot of people talk about this, but I particularly watch Sarah Kenna because it's more aimed towards writers, but she talks about the 90-day quarterly planner challenge type things. The problem with like me at the moment is I realized that I needed to try and start doing things on the 7th of October. And yeah, so I'm kind of just fine-tuning the year so I can get content on my blogs, content on here, get my uni done. Like, as I said earlier, it's the 12th. I'm hoping to get this up by Sunday or Monday, the 12th or the 13th or the 14th. And then I will put content out on YouTube, hopefully on Fridays, but I'm not going to hold myself to anything. Okay, so what about NaNoWriMo? Am I doing NaNoWriMo? Yeah, I am. This is my 10th or 11th year. I started in 2009, and I've competed every year since. I won from 2012 to 2018. My next 2 videos will be, like, you can search my buddy on my name on that place, the website, the Nano website, and become a buddy with. You can hear the fireworks. Our dogs went crazy because there's fireworks outside. It scared the crap out of me too. Fireworks. Fireworks are scary. Okay, Sasa. Does anybody like cry every time they see fireworks? I do. Barks at thunderstorms. Like, I don't even know if this old girl can hear the fireworks, but she knocked the camera down. She just, fireworks, go away. My next 2 videos that I'm also filming today are going to be NaNoWriMo related. They will be out. I'm hoping to put the vlog out at the end of this week on Friday, like I said, and then I'll put the other one out a week after that. And as I mentioned, no new ideas are coming, so I decided to refurbish some of my high school writing. My high school writing was high school. That's a great way to explain it. It was super basic, really poor script form. So to say, let's say it would say Trish then it'd have like dot dots, like the colon I think it's called, and then it would say what she said. So it like say, Trish, I love cheese, and then like say, James would say, I have cheese, and then in red writing it would say, Trish ate the cheese that James gave her. So it's, as I said, super basic, story. No, stories are great. That's the point of why I'm trying to refurbish it. But it's super basic script form. It really goes with the idea of what I was saying in one of my other videos, that I'm very telly and not enough showy. So I am hoping to use the stories that are kind of good, like what I was trying to convey was good. Like I can see story there. Like now as an adult and as a more I'm more like, I'm better at the craft than I was when I was 12, you know, so I'm hoping to turn them into something a little bit more honorable. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, I was going to join this with my vlog. It was just going to be a like author life day vlog where I was working on the Natalia Lee Preptober book, which I will tell and talk about in the next vlog, but I didn't want to just gloss over where I've been, and yeah, I didn't know this was going to be so wordy. I thought it was going to be a little bit more basic, but I thought you guys all deserved an explanation of where I've been. I know my brother would want me to continue to do these things that help my head and heart and that have always helped me get through, you know, other hard or tragic circumstances in my life. You know, I do have so much planned to honor my brother, like to like make the dreams that he always dreamed into a reality that he never got to live, that he just never got the chance to do. So I really owe it to him to heal myself, to get myself in a good headspace, to give time to the things that I'm passionate about, so I can do the things for him, so his dreams can flourish, like things for him. I really want to thank everybody for being so patient. I don't think I've lost a subscriber since July, which is amazing. Like, I don't even know how I got to 63 subscribers, let alone you guys all sticking around for me to come back. I don't know. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna stop babbling. Like and subscribe if you would like to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video.